Over this first round, the horse is very green and very sticky. You do well as a rider to keep it going. Make sure you get your heels down and weight into your lower leg. You could maybe do with having your stirrups up a little bit shorter so you can get a bit more weight down through your stirrup rather than you're reaching for the stirrup. As you go around the course, we're looking for the canter to get a bit more consistent and a bit stronger. So as you approach the fence, the canter pace stays the same to the fence, over the fence and after the fence. Again, when landing, make sure you land into your heel so you've got your lower leg on and you're riding away with a consistent powerful canter to the next jump. As you go through the corners, make sure you keep your outside rein just as much as your inside rein, not that you're just pulling on your inside rein, allowing the horse to drift through its outside shoulder. The second round was a lot better. I know you had to stop at the pink and yellow fence. For some reason she's taken a dislike for that this session. But overall, the horse did improve on the second round and the canter was a lot more consistent and a lot more forwards. The only concern I have is obviously I feel personally that I don't see enough of you in between training sessions, and I feel that we could actually make a little bit more progress than what we've made, but hopefully with the summer coming we can do that in the holidays with extra training when possible. But overall, I feel the horse needs to keep pushing forwards so the consistency level becomes more consistent, because at the minute the one word you would use for this horse is very inconsistent. One jump is good, the next jump could be bad. So that when you go to a competition, we want to know that every jump is going to be to the best of its ability. The only way we're going to be able to achieve this is by keep regular training, getting to regular venues and improving its canter to and from the jump and getting over the spook factor. Over these two rounds, I felt on this day this pony has gone the best I've ever seen him go at a strange venue. He wasn't fazed by the fillers, he wasn't fazed by the fences, and he jumped very, very well. The canter rhythm you had all the way around the course was very good. It didn't start off slow and then get quicker. Usually by the end of the course you're getting run away with and losing control, and that your body position is coming forwards. On these two sessions you were well in balance, your shoulders were up and you didn't lean forwards early once. So very good overall, well done, well ridden, very impressed. If you watch this video clip from this other view, again you can see the canter rhythm staying the same, and it's a good position to watch your shoulders to see how you sit up on the approach. Some days when I teach you, you're not very good at this, you keep forgetting. Other days you're absolutely brilliant at it. Today was very good, other days can be very bad. This is just something that you struggle with and something that you have to work really hard with, because through your riding career, doesn't matter whether you're riding this or any other horse, you must sit up on the approach to the fence. But overall, you have come on leaps and bounds with this pony, Amy, so very well done. Over the 2 rounds, this is probably the best I've seen this horse go. The jump was around the poles, he wasn't skimming across it like a skimming stone going across the lake, and the jump was quite good. The only thing it needs to improve is it needs to stay soft through its head and neck. As you're going down related distances, obviously you have the fence down a couple of times. The reason being is because he gets tight in his neck and ends up rushing, which then tightens up the spine and he draws his back end through, knocking the fence down. So what we're looking for now is to try and keep the canter as slow as we possibly can and as soft with your hands. The way to do this, in your flat work, get a little bit of more sideways bend, i.e. shoulder in or outside bend on the curves, to enable the horse to become softer through its body. On the approach to the fence, lots more half halts down the rein. Not that you're swinging the horse's head from left to right, but you're half halting down the rein, keeping the control slow and soft as possible, so on the takeoff stride you can be soft with your hand. But overall, the best I've seen this horse, so well done. With this video from a different view, if you watch now as the horse comes to the blue bubble fence down to the blue oxer, it gives you a good angle to view how the horse tightens up through its back and runs to the oxer. This is something again that we spoke about in the previous clip that needs to improve. But this is a good way of watching the horse go round, because you're at a higher angle and you can see how the horse tightens up through his back round through the round. So take notes as you watch. Overall, Amy, I think over the last 3 weeks you have improved no end. You've got a lot more confident with this horse, and you're actually riding the horse rather than the horse taking the mickey out of you and doing what it wants. You rode very well through this session. What you've got to do is try now to keep the canter around the corner so the canter pace stays the same to and from the fence. To achieve this, keep practicing the cross pull on the circle at home so the canter becomes stronger all the time. Overall, you rode this very well. Make sure you keep the weight in your lower leg and sit on your bum and sit up tall. When you went to the double the first time and the horse stopped, you were well in balance, so as it stopped you were there to give it a slap down the shoulder and tell it off. In previous lessons it's done this manoeuvre and you've lost your balance and fallen off over the shoulder. So obviously you're taking note of what the horse is doing to you and being able to deal with the session. But overall, very well done and huge improvements. If you watch your approach when you come to this second fence with this new video on a different angle, you can see the inconsistency from your riding and from the horse. When you went to the double and the horse stopped, you sat up very strong and you had your leg on. When the horse came to this pink and yellow one, you were very weak with your lower leg and you just sat there and didn't do anything. Really, you should be there sat up behind it with your lower leg on like you were the second time. Keep your reins short, but it should be under, over or through, not just sitting there asking it if it wants to jump it or not. This horse went very well through these 2 sessions. I felt the horse has gained in experience since you've been coming for your private lessons and also bringing it along to the extra academy training. What we need to do now is get the consistency in the canter so it keeps the same pace to and from each fence. Also around the corners, it's encouraging to land on the correct lead and keep flowing through the bend. But overall this horse has improved no end and it's definitely ready for BSJ shows. From your riding position, make sure you keep 50-50 in both stirrups and keep dead straight in the saddle. Sit up tall, keep hold of the head, release in the air. Don't fold too early and drop the shoulders, allowing the horse to run out or stop. This is for both horses, or actually for any horse that you ride. You must sit up, dead square in the saddle, push the weight into your heel and let the horse jump from in front of you. Don't dive in front of it and try and jump the fence for it.